The parable of the talents.
Yay. And this is Matthew 25, starting in 14.
For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 talent went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of our Lord. He also who had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, you delivered me 2 talents. Look, I have gained another 2 talents besides them. His Lord said to them, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of our Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours. But the Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers. At my coming, I would have received back my own interest.
My own
There,
with, sorry, with interest, right?
back my own with interest. Therefore, take the talent from him and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he who has abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So he's like,
Wow.
You made nothing. I would have made more money
You
if
should have
you had
even put
just
in the
given
bank,
it back to me.
right?
Because
Or
he put it into the ground. You could have just put it back into the bank, gained the interest, and I would have made more money than what you did
right,
with the one.
right. So he'd have 1 point, whatever, at least something.
Right.
Yes. Well, so what do you think
Which
that means?
I think it's a very harsh lesson,
I know,
but
but it is Jesus is telling us that parable, so it must be for our growth, and our,
well, I think, and I like there's work behind the prayer.
yeah.
Like
And there's all
this isn't miracle work. This isn't what miracle work is. Miracle work is doing the impossible. Miracle work is not like you asking for things to be okay in your life and you not doing any work. It's never going to happen. That prayer is never going to get answered
or not.
if you're not
So it
doing anything, unless
right,
somebody takes it out of your hand, then I guess. But, you know,
because he did give him, so he gave the guy the 5 talents. So
and
now he has stuff to work with, right?
but you can't help anybody if you don't have anything or don't want any.
but can like our resources, whatever they are, our talents, we can build on them, or we could sit and do nothing like that.
Right. And
But and if you take
the
care of,
rhetoric that I get from Jesus's teachings is that you need to work yourself tirelessly, and it doesn't matter what you think. So it's like for you to sit on anything and not do anything, you're living in hypocrisy, right? Because that's what he is, to like
like
go
you,
beyond their means as human beings.
like
No, that's like
we're
a little
stewards of,
extreme.
we're taking care, we should be taking care of what he has given us. And if we do a good job taking care of it, even if it's only a little bit, then we get more.
Or maybe, I mean, yes, but it could also along the lines of like, if you don't take care of what you have already, why would you ever get more?
Right.
So it's like they were given 5 talents and they kept those 5 talents safe and they also acquired 5 more.
Right.
You won the game. That's it. You're first place. You get the gold medal. So it's like, yeah, you get the most prize. You reap what you sow. Those are all
Right.
the things like,
Because then
but
right.
if you don't want it,
And you're scared to use it or scared to do it because he dug the ground, right? The one that just put in the ground, right?
but that then also speaks to the mindset that you would be under. And some people I've heard of like the poverty mindset. And if you think poor, you will act poor, and that will keep you poor. So it's like when Jesus is talking about and teaching abundance, like the fearful decision is to hide it so you just don't lose the one because it's your only one. And that
Right.
was the decision that it caused you not to make other ones. Whereas the 5, you had 5, you weren't worried about losing any. So you made 5 more. But
Right.
because you were able to not make decisions in fear and go past yourself and like go
Right.
create, which I think is like the message
Because
for all
even
this.
yeah, I mean, even the guy with 2, he created 2 more, right? So it wasn't like because the other guy had 5, this guy only had 2, but it didn't stop him from
And it's
doubling.
like they were given those talents.
Right, to take care of them because they're
They
not
didn't
there.
even do the initial work.
Right.
So
And
it's
this is
like they didn't do any work for the money. They were just given it.
right. And it's, I mean, this is a owner of what is he? 14. He's like a man and he gives the stuff for the guys to take care of. They don't really belong to them. They belong to the owner, right?
Right.
They're the workers,
Yep.
caretakers. Kind of like we are for, I mean, we're everything is God's and we're taking care of it. But we can take care of it in a productive way or we could take care of it in a scared way. And I mess up in the scared way sometimes.
I think we all do.
Yeah, so there is a mixture, but it's really good. I think it's a lot of pondering on that
Certainly
psalm.
is.
I mean parable. I call it a psalm, but yes. I mean Jesus, he's telling it us. Lord, thank you. I think ponderings and peace for that, right? What do you think?
Wanderings in peace. Oh my goodness. Listen, beautiful.
Beautiful, peace, peace.